Good Friday morning, and thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution, and also in part by Xyway brand fungicide, where you get an unfair advantage. Always read and follow label directions. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, cloudy skies, 28 degrees on the barn thermometer right now. It looks like it's going to be a mostly cloudy day with a chance of flurries as we get into the evening hours and roll into the weekend. A couple quick calendar reminders. Tune in on Monday as we'll be catching up with the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association. I'll be catching up with Gary Puckett as we talk about the importance of all their corporate sponsors. And then next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, the Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference will be held at Ohio Northern University in Ada. Tune in during midday on Tuesday as Dale will be broadcasting live and the Ohio AgNet team will be on hand throughout the event. Well, earlier this week, I was out in Denver, Colorado at the Commodity Classic. Had a chance to catch up with a number of people from Ohio. Let's visit with some of them now. I'm visiting today with Todd Jeffries. We are with Seed Genetics Direct out at Commodity Classic in Denver, Colorado. And Todd, a lot of exciting things going on. A lot of folks walking around the show today. What are some of the conversations folks have wanted to talk about here today?
A lot of the conversations we've had is just about the next growing season.
Sure.
And hopefully we can start off on the right foot to get a crop in the ground and get it growing and hopefully dodge major flooding and major droughts.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, March is here, and for a lot of folks, that means it's time to be looking for seed deliveries.
Oh, absolutely. Our shipping team's been doing an excellent job. And as soon as James and I get back to the office on Friday, we'll be hooking up to the gooseneck trailers and delivering to our own customers.
Very good. Well, some exciting things going on out at Seed Genetics Direct when it comes to some integration and some new infrastructure you guys are putting in.
Yeah, we started building over the summer a soybean cleaning facility, and we're excited to vertically integrate. Right now we work with 5 different soybean conditioners, which we'll continue to work with most of them, but the vertical integration part is big for us in order to control our inventory better. And freight, whether it's going one direction or two directions, it adds up. So if we can cut a layer off that, then we can keep our prices down.
Always that you guys are working hard to serve the customers better. Again, my guest today is Todd Jeffries with Seed Genetics Direct. Todd, thanks for the update and all your time.
Thank you, Dusty.
And we are at a Commodity Classic. I am joined today by Judd Bauer. Judd, an Ohio farmer, but also on the National Corn Growers Association. And Judd, as you've done a lot of work with that organization, there's a lot of stuff going on all across the country, but in particular, a big push right now for E15. Talk about that a little bit, if you would.
Oh, certainly. It was a little frustrating there in December. We really thought we finally had this over the line. Been working years on it. And unfortunately, everything got kind of pulled apart, and it was a little frustrating for us as growers and for us working on these issues in Washington for so many years. We're seeing a great effort right now. We've got a signature. Hope everybody back home is signed that. Encourage you to. We're going to keep this open for a few more days. I'm going to shut it down at the end of the week so we can take it to the Hill next week. We are so optimistic. We're over 8,000 signatures currently. We're really thinking with talking with some of the larger companies around here, they're going to push it out to their employees and explain how it infects their businesses and the importance it has for corn farmers. We think we'll break 10,000 though.
Good.
I mean, we're really, really looking forward to this. We got the CR coming up, and we're going to try to slide it in there. The president thought he had it fixed in his last term, and unfortunately, through rules and things happen, and it got pulled back out. But we got a lot of support, and just so optimistic and so happy to be part of this.
Well, this call to action is so important. We know that it makes a difference for legislators as they actually look at what the numbers are and what all is going on. So as we take a look at it too, I guess, a lot of different things going on in the industry right now. Discussion of, what is it, we're on year 8 of a 5-year farm bill that's been trying to get across the finish line. Thoughts on that?
Oh, I've got some thoughts, Dusty. It is frustrating. And we got to listen to the secretary yesterday when she come in and new to this, very optimistic. She thinks we can get it done this year. I want to be that optimistic. As you mentioned, it has been a process that honestly should not take this long. And all of us in ag, corn, soybean, the livestock industries, we understand how important this is. We are always taking that message to the Hill, explaining we've got to get this done. The ag economy is not the best we've seen for a while, and we need certainty back in our operations. and it's hard. I mean, when you go in and talk to your bankers and talk to everybody, the certainty is key, and we need to get this finished. So.
Well, NCGA is a membership organization, and there's strength in numbers, and definitely want to encourage folks, if they aren't members, to become members of NCGA with all the heavy lifting that's going on right now. Maybe talk about that as a farmer when you first got involved and how important that is to just have those dollars and everybody working together.
Oh, it's huge. We have to go tell our story, and we have to have volunteers like I have done, and members. And the members make us stronger. When we go tell our story to the legislators, when we say we have 30,000 members in national corn growers, that's a huge number. But what's really shocking, and we need to build our membership, because yes, we have 30 to 40,000 members, but we represent 300,000 corn checkoff growers. And so, that's 10%, give or take, but boy, if we could get to 20, that's just huge. And we do so much, and so many of these programs that farmers are able to utilize. Growers have been to the Hill and been battling for these. Everything we do is to build demand and to build profitability for the growers back on the farm.
Sounds good. Again, my guest today is Jed Bauer, an Ohio farmer representing Ohio well on the National Corn Growers Association. Jed, thanks so much for the update and for all your work today.
Thank you, Dusty. Appreciate it.
Well, let's get a look now at your Friday morning weather forecast, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com.
Here's your ag weather forecast for Friday and the days ahead. Today will be warm but windy. Highs in the mid-50s and gusts up to 50 mile an hour across parts of the state. A wind advisory is in effect for much of western and central Ohio until 7 tonight. So secure loose objects, use caution while traveling. A few scattered showers are possible in the evening. Cold air moves in overnight, bringing weekend highs in the mid-30s and lows in the teens. Saturday will be partly cloudy, with sunshine returning Sunday to help fend off the chill. But stay warm in the meantime. Monday starts in the low 40s with sunshine before rain moves in overnight. Tuesday brings scattered showers, leading into a stormy and warm Wednesday. Highs in the mid-60s and a chance for thunderstorms. Come Thursday morning, we'll see colder air return, bringing a brief chance of snow in eastern Ohio as temps drop near freezing. Friday warms back up in the 50s with near average highs in the 40s on Saturday before another round of clouds and rain arrives after that. For the Ohio AgNet, I'm Joel Norwood.
Thanks, Joel. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more after this.
This is Dale Minio with the Ohio AgNet. For over 25 years, my truck has been running strong on biodiesel, reliable, high-performance fuel that keeps me on the road promoting agriculture. Every gallon helps power Ohio's economy, protect our environment, and support our hardworking soybean farmers. The best part? It works in any diesel engine. No modifications needed. Take it from me. Choose biodiesel and drive with purpose. Learn how at soyohio.org.
Taking a quick look at your agricultural headlines, USDA noted a slight production increase and larger supplies of soybeans for this coming season, but how this is reflected in the season's supply and demand forecast, USDA's Rod Bain has the information.
Less soybean acreage is expected to be planted this year. Yet, according to USDA grains and oilseed analyst Aaron Aites,
we do project an increase in yields to 52.5 bushels an acre. This lifts our production forecast, and when combined with the higher carry-in from 24-25, ultimately lifts our supply estimate by 40 million bushels in 25-26.
Aites at this year's USDA Ag Outlook Forum said the slight domestic production rise added to increased bean production in Brazil should mean more global supplies, putting downward pressure on prices, which should facilitate demand for U.S. soybeans on the world market.
We have exports for soybeans up 40 million bushels year over year for 25-26.
Bean crush is also expected up year over year due to anticipated soybean oil demand.
We do anticipate that soybean oil prices will remain competitive with alternative oils like canola oil that's typically imported from Canada.
I'm Rod Bain reporting for the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C.
Thanks, Rod. And other agricultural headlines. Back on Tuesday, China launched retaliatory tariffs against a range of U.S. ag products as a 10% U.S. tariff on all Chinese imports went into effect. Now, in addition, 3 U.S. companies had their soybean export license to China suspended. That, according to USDA's Foreign Ag Service. There's also been talk on the tariff front as President Biden and the Mexican president have put on hold the tariffs against a number of Mexican products. However, when it comes to Canada, those tariffs are still in place. Now, obviously, tariffs are the big talk talk that's driving the markets right now. We'll take a look at how they responded yesterday after this.
Attention Ohio businesses. Join the Ohio Bureau of Workers' Compensation for the 2025 Ohio Safety Congress and Expo, April 16th through the 18th at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. Connect with industry experts, have hands-on training sessions, explore cutting-edge safety solutions with over 300 exhibitors. Whether you're looking to reduce risks, enhance productivity, or build a stronger safety culture, the Ohio Safety Congress is for you. Register at www.ohiosafetycongress.com. It's free.
Let's take a look now at your markets, and today's market analysis is brought to you by the Louis Dreyfus Company. Excited to be building the newest state-of-the-art soybean crush facility in Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Call 574-566-2113 for information on soybean marketing to LDC. U.S. row crop markets posted a second consecutive day higher as it was announced late morning that President Trump and the Mexican president have reached a short-term compromise to delay tariffs on goods covered by the USMCA agreement until April the 2nd. Now, there is yet to be an announced alleviation of tariffs against Canada outside of the auto industry rollbacks that were put in place on Wednesday. Regardless, though, stock markets remained suppressed through Thursday's trade as investors grew frustrated by the whirlwind of policy over the past couple weeks. Meanwhile, ag markets are also getting a boost from further deterioration of the U.S. dollar as a result of economic uncertainty, and outside commodities leaned negative on Thursday, with crude oil trading to their lowest levels since May of 2023 after OPEC Plus reaffirmed plans on Wednesday to begin production increases in April. Now, taking a look at the market close, May corn was up 8.25 cents and July corn was up 7.5. May soybeans closed up 15.5 cents, while July soybeans were up 14.5. May Kansas City wheat closed up 8.75 cents, while May Chicago wheat was up 5.75, and May Minneapolis wheat was up 8.25 cents. The U.S. dollar index, as we said, was down 0.17 at 104.14. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 616 points at 42,450. April gold was down, May silver was up, and May copper was up. April crude oil was up at $66.40. April ultra-low sulfur diesel was down, while April RBO gasoline is down, and April natural gas is trading lower. Getting back to the grain markets, May corn futures finished Thursday up 8.25 cents at $4.64, while new crop December futures finished up 4.25 cents at $4.51. Corn futures were already showing strength early Thursday, but gains accelerated following the announcement of that agreement between the United States and Mexico to postpone tariffs for goods covered by that 2019 USMCA agreement, which includes the vast majority of agricultural products traded between the nations. Now, in soybeans, May soybean futures posted a second straight double-digit move higher, closing at $10.27 and 1/4, up 15.5 cents. Meanwhile, new crop November futures were up 11.25 cents, closing at $10.20 3/4 cents. May futures were met with some resistance at the 100-day moving average near $10.29 and a move to the $10.30 was denied on Thursday for now. Support for the move is seen currently from $10.05 to $10.10. And wheat markets were able to join corn and soybeans in a move higher on Thursday, as well as May Kansas City futures closing at $5.65 3/4, that up 8 3/4. Meanwhile, the new crop July Kansas City futures closed at $5.79.5, up 8 1/4 cents. May KC futures are now 24 1/4 cents above their newly set contract low, and about 50% retraced back towards the 50-day moving average in the low 580s. Long-term support, though, is still seen near $5.50 for that move. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your overnight trade after this.
Farmers, crop consultants, and ag business leaders. The Conservation Tillage and Technology Conference is March 11th and 12th at Ohio Northern University in Ada. The theme is getting more from less. 4 concurrent sessions each day with 60 presenters. Registration today is $150 and includes exclusive access to videos of all sessions after April 15th. CCA and CLM credits included. Go to ctc.osu.edu for more information.
Well, let's take a look now at those overnight markets brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Well, December new crop corn is currently trading down 2 cents at $4.49. November new crop beans are down 2 cents at $10.18 3/4. And new crop wheat for July of 25 down 4.5 cents at $5.63 1/2 cents. Live cattle closed lower, lean hogs closed higher. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.